Hello and welcome. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Andrew. We're brothers, and this is the Daniel and Andrew Show.
Where we give our opinions about movies and TV and movies with action with little guys that are short. So, Andrew, how you doing today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. We got plenty of stuff to talk about today. We got our trailers and our news as usual. I'm going to ask you your opinion about video game adaptations and what we got coming up, seeing if you're interested in any of them. And then we're going to talk our movie of the day, which is Love Hurts. You do anything fun this week?
No, not. Yeah, this week's been pretty boring. I have been playing a game called Metaphor Refantasio. It's just like a new version of Persona, really. So, yeah. What about you?
No, not really. I mean, I started going to the casino.
Yeah, you don't want to say how much you won?
I mean, I won $4,000, so that was nice.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. That was a big win. Yeah, I was going and I was like betting good amounts on spins, and I was like, you know what? I'll just go to the high limit, and because you have to spin high, big spins anyway in the high limit, so might as well where you have a chance to win million or whatever. So I was like, let's go for it, and I won pretty quickly. So, and then I'm like, I think I'm good for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's exciting. And yeah. But
he took a video of it and
of course
probably sent it to a few people, and he sounded very excited in the video.
I was very excited. I'm kind of mad because most of the time when I think I'm gonna get a good bonus, I usually record it, like the whole bonus, because it's a lot more fun to like actually go like, wow, when you get like it, you show that you won that.
Okay.
I was like, oh my god, I gotta record how much money this is. So yeah, I did. That was exciting. Yeah, I've never had a hand pay before, which is where they actually bring the $100 bills over and they literally go 1, 2, put the money into your hand. Jackpot hand pay. So yeah, and you fill out your little tax form then and there, and then they put the money in your hand. So that was fun. Yeah, I walked out with like 4,000. So not too shabby. And then immediately run over to the ATM to deposit that, right? So yeah. So that's fun. Yeah, just working. And
they didn't have an ATM there.
They don't have. They have ATMs. They have a whole bunch, but you can't deposit. You can only withdraw.
Can't deposit that. Gotcha.
Yeah,
makes sense. Makes sense.
Well, because they want to charge you for those fees to withdraw, right? They're not going to give you a chance to put it away. You have to leave to deposit.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because they want you to spend the money.
Cool.
Yeah, I've been playing like blackjack more. I'm trying to like enjoy the money and find the entertainment instead of just like hitting a button over and over again.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I've noticed like the pit bosses are like, you could keep getting those big chips because we'll know you put them back when you need them. It's like,
okay.
Lots of times I'll get to where I'm like, okay, well, I got to show this pit boss I'm not giving them back, and I leave. Actually, them talking to me actually makes me not want to play as much and leave with the money and go, I'm going to leave with this, $500 chip or whatever,
Gotcha.
So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I think I'll leave my big, if I'm going to like actually, go big budget probably just save it till I go to Vegas, where you can go to a whole bunch of different places and see what they got. I mean, in Arizona, there's plenty of casinos, but it's not as wide of a selection that I've noticed. Obviously, in Vegas, you have a whole bunch, right?
Okay.
So, I booked a room for Vegas. Speaking of that, because I bought some tickets for Bruno Mars. Gonna stay at the MGM Park MGM, which is the non-smoking hotel casino in Vegas, and that's in the same place where he's performing. So, I used my little game, uh, like points, my little loyalty points or whatever. Got 2 comp nights, and then I'm paying for the third night. So
Nice.
not too bad, not too bad. So got that all set up. You ready to get into the news here?
Alrighty.
All right. It's time for the news. We're gonna start with so Hitch 2 is in development.
Oh wow.
That based on that movie from 20 years ago with Will Smith there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the director of the original movie apparently wanted to back out of making the movie like right before, um, because he didn't like the direction I guess was going in or something. But I
Okay.
guess he stayed on. But he basically said, "Hey, they're making another one without me." So
Oh,
um, yeah,
wait.
yeah. Well, I mean, if he had the bad time, maybe they're like, "Yeah, you could just not do it." So yeah. Are you even interested in another Hitch movie? I don't know what they would talk about, but
Well, I mean, the fall off of Will Smith should be studied, but
yeah. I mean,
I think he's lost a lot of interest. But I mean, Bad Boys did really good, so
yeah, yeah. I mean, now that I think about it, there is actually plenty he could talk. They could talk about in a movie. It it's very different from 20 years ago when that movie was made. Right? There's social media and stuff like that, and dating apps and things. So I'm sure they could talk
yeah,
about stuff.
that's true. There is plenty. Yeah, there's like yeah, like you said, there's plenty of substance there, but I don't know how they carry it the old story into this new story because he got married. He wasn't really supposed to be doing it anymore. So are they just gonna like they got divorced and she's not in the movie anymore? Like, how are they gonna explain
I
that?
I think who was it? Ava Mendez was who
Mm,
he ends
I
up
think
with.
so.
I don't even think she's acting anymore. So I mean, you could pretty easily write her out.
I mean, but like, if she gets written out, I guess she'd have to be like on a trip or something because like I feel like it would ruin the first movie if they broke up because the whole point was finding love. And then you find out 20 years later, you know, they failed.
I mean, that's a good point. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think. I mean, I think he could. They could write around.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not possible. They will have to do that because if they do something just a throwaway line, I will be upset with it because I do like that first movie. I think that's a
He could
great
just
movie.
he could just say he's a reformed coach or something. It's not just he doesn't. It doesn't have to be they
Okay,
broke up or something.
yeah, okay, but they can't do that. But yeah, I guess if he's a coach, but he's no longer like you know Mr. Ladies Man. I've because he was the ladies man and he would show you how to pick up women.
Yeah, I think they could just I don't know. This is also like really really early, so it's not like
Yeah,
set in stone or anything. So, but I mean, I would probably watch another one. I haven't seen the first one in a long time.
I would think
Um,
it would make more sense to do a remake of it, like with just a whole new cast. Do it
mm,
with younger people. I think that would make more sense. But
and then just have it current. with
Yeah,
stuff.
still current. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
You would still
I
have
think
to find someone very charismatic. Um,
I think you could do a TV show where it's just like every week he's helping somebody.
okay. Yeah.
But I like
I mean, they
I'm
kind of did a newer version of this with the Steve Carell movie and Ryan Gosling. It's pretty much like the same premise.
yeah, Crazy Stupid Love. I like that movie.
Yeah, that's a funny movie. So they kind of did it already, but I still think that was a little far back before all of the new ways of dating.
That's one of the 3 movies with Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling.
Oh, the other one I know is the dancing one. The
La La
dancing and the
Land.
singing. Yeah. I don't know what's the other one.
Yeah, no one remembers the third one. It's Gangster Squad.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. That's a trivia question for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I've definitely had that playing trivia with dad and definitely gotten that right because nobody gets that other movie but me. But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Gangster Squad, but I know the other two are good movies. So yeah, I mean that's a good point. Um, but that's still old at this point. That's like 2012
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
or
that's
something. Like,
old. So they could still have more substance for the modern era of dating. Yeah.
yeah, they haven't done anything particularly like that. So we'll see. So Paddington in Peru is coming out this week in the good old United States. It's already come out overseas. They have already confirmed that we're getting a 4th one.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
the Studio Canal, who's the like British film studio, the president said that more movies are on the way, a TV show and a theatrical, or not theatrical, yeah, theatrical production, a musical is being developed as well. So they're all in on Paddington
Wait, so
because
this is all Paddington stuff, is what you're
all
saying? Yeah.
Paddington. This studio is basically Paddington. Like they're making
Okay.
money because of Paddington. Studio Canal. Yeah, it's like that first Paddington made over $300 million. Like, and I'm sure they made those for $6.22. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. I mean, I think we're definitely we're going to talk about Paddington in a couple weeks. So, and I'm assuming that's going to be your first one,
Yeah.
uh, which I can guarantee you is the worst one of the 3. Um,
Probably. Yeah.
so good one to start on, but that's okay.
It's
And
okay.
then
I probably wouldn't have liked it even if it was the first one anyway.
I
So
don't know, Andrew. Those are good movies. Those are like
look, I'll
universally
watch
beloved.
Paddington 1 when you watch um what is it where they have to stay quiet? Quiet
I could do
Place.
that.
You gotta
I
watch
could do
Quiet
that.
Place 1. Yeah.
You're on. I'll do it. I'll watch
Okay.
Quiet Place 1 if you watch Paddington 1.
Yeah. You definitely get more of a win than me, but yeah.
Well, you said I wouldn't, so I would,
Okay.
but you
Maybe.
won't because you don't want to watch.
I really don't, but
Yeah, it's a good movie.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So more Paddington on the way. Um, so Guy Ritchie's next movie is going to be a drama, but they're saying it is going to be in line with like a gentleman movie and TV show. So like British, you know, highfalutin British people. Um, it's going to be called Wife and Dog. And these are our cast members so far: Rosamund Pike, Anthony Hopkins, Benedict Cumberbatch, Cosmo Jarvis, James Norton, Patty Constantine.
This is a movie. Sorry.
Yeah, movie written directed by Guy Ritchie. A brilliant scientist uncovers a leading pesticide's toxicity, igniting a battle against its powerful manufacturer amid rising paranoia and anger.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, so Guy Ritchie has had some good stuff recently. Um, he's slowed down a little bit. I guess people aren't just giving him money, throwing him money and do whatever.
I don't know. I mean, he had to make the TV show, right? And that takes much longer than making a movie.
I mean, he had in the last 2 years, he's put out like 4 movies and a TV show. So,
I mean, that seems like a lot. I guess you're saying because he's had a bit of a. Maybe he's taking a break. Maybe he's
I
tired of
mean,
the money.
yeah, sure, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this one is. I mean, if it's like The Gentleman, I like the movie. The Gentleman is really good. So, I think the show was good too.
Yeah,
But I
no,
like the movie more.
it's
But I
definitely
thought
one
the
of the
show was
better
good.
shows of last year. Yeah, I think it'll be good. I think I've pretty much. I like this guy as well. I know you like him, so I
Hmm.
think I'm down to just watch pretty much anything that he puts out at this point. Um,
Everything except Aladdin.
oh, he did that.
Yeah,
I mean, they were never gonna live up to the original, so I mean,
I know that's your favorite. I mean, my favorite. Well, that's your favorite, Mulan.
Mulan, Aladdin, yeah, they're like both up there. Yeah,
I mean, Mulan is probably my favorite, and they just murdered that. Took that behind the bar to completely shot that one.
yeah.
Um, Hercules, I love. And we'll see if that ever happens.
You just
Um,
don't like. You don't want it to happen because they're gonna ruin it.
mm,
Be grateful they haven't done that.
well, the rumor was that they were thinking about doing Hercules, but from Hades' perspective, like Maleficent. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. I don't want the villain's
Why?
perspective. I want the freaking movie. I
Yeah.
want, you know, with the
Zero the
songs and stuff.
hero. Yeah, it has some good music.
Really good music. Um, so I don't know. We'll see if that even ever happens. But yeah, I mean, we got Snow White coming up, and that looks interesting. So,
Yes,
um,
I'm sure it'll be all the buzz for how hard it flops for like a week or two, and then everyone will forget about it.
I'm glad I didn't pick it in the draft. I wasn't gonna touch it. So
I wasn't gonna touch it either.
yeah, I mean, I think it'll do okay. I don't think it's gonna do that bad, but it's not like worth it for me. I don't want to root for that.
I think he picked it way too early. I would have
He
picked.
picked it like fifth of his
Yeah,
list. I
I would
mean,
have like that would have been like eighth or ninth, and it would have been like, I guess I'll take it at this point.
well, that's how he felt when he took it.
Yeah, I just think he did that too early.
Yeah. I don't even know why we started talking about this. Anyway, let's talk. Aladdin. He did Aladdin. That's why. Okay, let's talk about this first image we have of Johnny Cage, played by Carl Urban. So we have a fake movie poster called Uncaged Fury. With we got Carl Urban, clean shaven, with the sunglasses, the classic Johnny Cage look. Um, it says from the makers of Rebel Without a Cage. There. Um, what do you think of this image? Our first look at Johnny Cage.
Um, on it. So this isn't real, is what you're saying, or it is real?
What do you mean?
Like the image is real? Like that's okay.
This is real
Okay, because it looks kind of
promotional material.
funky. Yeah. Maybe it's supposed to
Um,
be like an old school styled movie poster, maybe is what they're going
yeah,
for. Okay. Um I mean, it's better than that one Superman thing with him putting on his socks. So that we got.
that was just a still image. This is like a promotion, like a photo, like a promotional poster for this movie.
Okay, fine. I mean, it was like our first look at this character that we've never seen played by this person. It's kind of the same thing, but I think it
All
was
I know,
better than that.
yeah, all putting on his socks. All I know is my feelings I feel are justified. He looks old and he looks weird as Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
He's too old. He should, if this was 15 years ago, perfect casting. He's too freaking old.
Yeah. Well, hopefully in action it won't look so goofy, but he still is the right person to play it. I don't. You couldn't come up with someone better. So
Glenn Powell very easily could play
no,
the role.
no, no.
Handsome, not
He looks
50.
like it. But no, he can't act it. That's my
It's
problem
fine.
with it.
It's fine. It's Glenn Powell, but that's okay. He's literally like the choice right there. And he's
No,
jacked, in shape, handsome guy. I mean, he doesn't have to be a
I
spectacular actor. The joke is that he's a bad actor, actually.
I guess
Johnny
that's
Cage.
true. I did see him in that romantic comedy, and I did enjoy it, and that was kind of hokey, but
And I think Glenn Powell is a good actor, so it's okay.
hmm,
Uh, you had him
sure,
right there. He's probably Carl Urban's probably cheaper. I just I don't
probably.
know. I think you should have gotten somebody else. Really, I mean, but whatever. Um,
Guess we'll
who
find
knows?
out.
Maybe he'll be spectacular, and this movie will be fantastic. But
Honestly, I don't see how this one isn't better than the first one.
I like the first one. So I mean, I got what I wanted. I got fighting, and I got Scorpion and Sub Zero,
I
and
mean, they had a good fight at the beginning. The lead was boring, so
yeah, he's
hopefully,
not going to be the lead in this one. It's pretty clear.
oh, he's not. No, yeah, I know that. So I'm
He'll be
saying,
in it, but
yeah,
yeah.
I'm assuming Johnny Cage is the lead.
I mean, he'll be.
He's
I think
definitely
he'll
in
be
it.
like. I don't think he's the lead, but I think they'll just focus more on ensemble cast instead of having a
Okay, yeah, that's
lead.
why I think this one will be better.
And this one will probably have the actual Mortal Kombat like
Tournament,
tournament.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, they got a whole bunch. They got a whole bunch of people. It's not just like person number one, person number two. They have like Sindel, and they have
Yeah.
Noob, and they have other characters in there. So
Ooh, noob,
yeah.
Cybot.
Well, it's played by the same guy who was Sub Zero in the first one.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I
Is
mean,
that the video game adaptation that you were talking about?
no, I'm talking about there's. I have a nice list,
Okay.
and I want your opinion on what you're interested in. All right, let me grab that list here. So we got a whole bunch of things, and the reason why I'm bringing this up at all is because, what's his name? Simu Liu is trying to get Sleeping Dogs to be
Oh
adapted.
yeah, I heard about that. Um, hmm. I mean, it's essentially just GTA, but overseas. I don't know where it takes place. Probably
Well, I'm
Japan.
assuming aren't they like the Yakuza or something?
Yeah. Hmm.
I mean,
I haven't played the games all that much. I have played a little. Um,
you could make one that works. I mean, you just do like the mafia, but they're
yeah,
a
but yeah.
Yakuza.
Hmm.
I think you could easily do that and have a good action movie. But I'm not seeing anything that would be like. I'm not seeing any great movies. I'm seeing like good action movies, and you just have the name slapped on it.
True. Yeah,
Anyway,
I have no idea how
so
good the story is of Sleeping Dogs if they're literally going to pull the story from the game and then try to make that happen.
yeah. All right. So I'm gonna read you a nice list here, and you let me know what you're interested in. Okay. Silent Hill, Watch Dogs, Death Stranding, Dead by Daylight, Dredge, Duke Nukem, uh, Ghosts of Tsushima. Tsushima. I
Hmm.
don't know how to say that.
You had it, Tsushima. Yeah.
Tsushima. Helldivers, Horizon Zero Dawn, Just Cause, Zelda, Metal Gear, Outlast, Pac Man, Portal, Rabbids, Resident Evil, Saints Row, Shinobi, Sifu, Streets of Rage. Um, yeah, that's everything that I've actually heard of.
Where are we going?
Um,
You're telling me
it,
possibly adaptations for all of this? Is that what you're
all
saying?
of these, quote unquote, in development.
By who?
I
Oh, this is just like a list of a bunch of different people
Yeah, they
doing
have like
things.
some are Universal, Sony, Skydance, Legendaries. Yeah, there's
Man,
a whole bunch. Lionsgate,
there
Warner
is so
Brothers.
much to unpack with that, then, because that we could be here forever talking about this.
I'm not saying we could talk. I'm saying, are you what? Which ones are you actually interested in?
Ghost of Tsushima would be pretty cool.
Ghost of Tsushima.
It's
Now
a
that one has a director, I believe. Yes,
okay.
this one has a director, and that is Chad Stahelski, who is John Wick guy.
Oh, okay. So that movie's gonna be awesome.
That's
Um,
Sony. Sony would be making the movie because that's PlayStation, I believe.
yeah, it's pretty much samurais and ninjas and having being honorable versus being, you know, stealthy is weak and stuff. I could see it, yeah. And it's an invasion. So yeah. It'd be like a war thing. That could be pretty cool. Maybe almost like a Shogun type of show. Um, there were so many more. I mean, like Resident Evil's already been done several times. I think wasn't there a trailer? Wasn't there
That
something?
was that was they're
Something
doing a
else?
new one. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that. That did come out though recently, right? We just didn't talk about it.
there was one. There was one like a year ago. I want to say it was
Okay.
like a TV looking, like a TV ish looking
Uh,
movie.
oh, I know what I'm thinking of. There's like some Batista movie with the Resident Evil lady. I assume it's probably the same
Yes,
director.
the same director. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Sorry, I'm
yeah.
getting off topic here. There were so many more. I don't care about Watch Dogs. Um, I don't know. You'd have to read them off again. Pac
Okay, so
Man.
I'll talk to you about the ones that actually have directors, not just they're in
Okay.
development. So yeah, there's that one. Jack and Dexter, Ruben Fleischer, who directed, um, he directed Venom, the first Venom, um,
Another
Zombieland.
another Sony thing.
Yeah, he directed both the Zombieland movies, and he's directing this one that's coming out this year. Now You See Me. Obviously, he was with the people who was in
Okay, so
Zombieland.
some hits and some misses.
Just
Um,
Cause is Angel
okay.
Manuel Soto. He did Blue Beetle. He's the director of Blue Beetle. Wes Ball is the Maze Runner guy. He's directing the Zelda movie. He also did Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which was the most recent one.
So is it going to be a
Uh,
live action Zelda then?
yes.
Oh wow. I am definitely interested in that one. I love Zelda. The previous one. I don't know too much about Jack and Dexter. I haven't played any of them.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Jack and Dexter. The director's not bad. Just Cause, that's just like an action game, right?
Yeah, pretty much action. The whole thing with that one is it'd be really hard to do, but he essentially like slingshots onto like a wall like Batman, pulls himself to it, but then opens up his parachute and he's like gliding on the parachute, and that's how you get around. But you literally can do that to like jets and like take them over and pull
Okay.
people
Yeah,
out
yeah.
of
This
them.
one's like ridiculous, right? That it could
Yeah.
be fun. I think. I think they could make it fun. It could be like extreme sports, drone shots, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, like a triple X type of thing. Sure.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. The Most Ball. J.J. Abrams Portal film. That I think this has been like long in development, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's been about 1 million YouTube videos of Portal, just like because you can kind of do camera tricks with it, right? But
Hmm.
you,
Yeah. This has long been. Yeah.
yeah,
Since 2013, they said they were going to make this movie.
yeah.
So
So maybe it'll happen. Who knows?
and JJ's been attached for that long. Yeah, it's that. Yeah,
Well,
I don't
if it does happen, hopefully that means they make a Portal 3 because that game is fire.
know. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Resident Evil movie. Zach Kreger, who he's gotten popular recently because he made that movie Barbarian, which was apparently a a good horror movie. So that might get people kind of interested because if you can make a good horror movie, maybe you can make a good Resident Evil.
Yeah, well, we definitely know the old guy who's been doing 12 million of them are not good. I don't think any of them are good, but they seem to have made money at some point. I guess they just make them for $5 type of thing.
Saints Row movie. F. Gary Gray, um, who's done like Straight Outta Compton. He did some Fast and the Furious movies, Law Abiding Citizen, The Italian Job.
Makes sense. I mean,
But that's been in development for like 5 years.
okay.
So,
Yeah, I'm sure the game didn't help the process on the movie. The game was garbage.
and then last year, Shinobi, um, directed by Sam Hargrave, who is the Extraction director of the Extraction movies.
Okay. What game is it?
Shinobi.
Oh, I don't know what that game is. Um,
I'm gonna guess you're a shinobi.
oh yeah, you're probably a ninja. Yeah, I don't. I maybe this is like an older game. I don't know what that game is. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there's some other bigger ones like a Duke Nukem, Horizon Zero Dawn, Helldivers, Dredge, Dead by Daylight, Death Stranding. They're popular games, but we have and we'll know who will be could like studios that could make them, but we have no like people attached, writers or
I
anything.
think Horizon Zero Dawn could be really cool, but it would need a huge budget. Like we would need like Jurassic World type of budget to pull
Hmm.
that off
Hmm.
correctly. Or you do it like in a much smaller version and do like a TV show and you make it more of like not really like a spectacle, but just like trying to survive or something. But I think the first version is probably better.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I most of those are all PlayStation because Sony has
Yeah,
PlayStation and
they
has a
got
film studio,
they
right?
took a dip with Last of Us. I'm trying to think if they had anything else, but I know that it was pretty successful for them. So I think they're just like put it all out there pretty much.
Well, I know that they have. I mean, what's it called? Until Dawn that comes out this year. That's PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Game. Um, so, uh, Street Fighter movie is being made. Already has a release date, March 20th, 2026. It's Sony is releasing it. Um, yeah, let's see. Boo, boo, boo. Yeah, 2023 they announced they're making it.
It's
Yeah.
kind of crazy that Sony hasn't tapped into their game division stuff earlier. Like,
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of video game movies that went bad, right? You know, it's only until recently that people have been actually making video game movies that haven't sucked
I guess
complete
that's
under a
true.
donkey.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so we'll see. Um, that's all the news that I got today.
Yeah, quite a bit. No God of War, huh?
I didn't see it on the list,
No.
so must be
That,
not being made.
that would be huge. That that is already a beloved game. And,
Yeah,
you know,
maybe I missed it on the list, but I haven't. Maybe they took it out of development. Maybe it's on the back burner.
okay. Well, I could already see either a show or a movie of just like talking about gods and gods fighting, and then we focus on Kratos type of thing. I think it's an easy figure out how to do this movie type of thing.
Agreed. I think it could be. I just didn't. It wasn't on the list. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Maybe it
True,
just
true.
was not on the list. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready to get into some trailers here? Hop on the old trailer train
Oh
here.
yeah, we haven't even done trailers. Holy. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So Andrew brought this to my attention. I don't think we talked about the Jurassic World trailer. Did you watch the trailer for Jurassic World?
Oh yeah, I did. Did you go
Okay.
back and rewatch or something or listen?
Yeah, I don't think we talked about it. I can't remember talking about it with you.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
okay, just quick thoughts, I think.
Well, they had a new
Uh,
trailer at the Super Bowl that we definitely didn't talk about because our last episode was before it. So
well, they put out the trailer before, and then they might have done,
just like a
the
shorter
30-second
version.
spot.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I think we did talk about it. We just were like kind of. I know you talked to me about the new cast, but I don't know if that was on the podcast. So
Yeah, you got Jonathan Bailey from Wicked. You have Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali. Good cast. You know, um, the director is Gareth Edwards. He did Godzilla. He did The Creator. He did Rogue One. Good director. I think The Creator was a really well done movie, and he did it cheaply. I think that's probably why they picked him up to do this movie. I thought it looked fun. People were kind of crapping on it online, but I thought the trailer looked fun. It actually looks like a fun movie. It doesn't look fun in the fact that it's like in a bad way, like fun, like I'm gonna have a good time watching the movie. Fun dinosaur attacking people. Fun.
yeah, it kind of
Right?
looked like that Kong movie, but a little bit less. Like the most recent one where they're literally messing with gravity and they're fighting in the air.
I like
And
the.
you
I like
did
the.
you did
I,
like that movie, yeah.
I like those. I don't know. Those work for me for some reason. I
Um,
like the that stuff. So
is that better than what we were getting before? Probably. I cannot tell you. I don't even know if I saw the last one, but
we
it doesn't.
definitely did because
Okay.
we probably talked about it. I
Yeah.
mean, Godzilla. He directed that Godzilla, the first one of these new ones. This director, but that's the one that you don't see Godzilla until like halfway through the
Yeah.
movie.
I know I didn't see that one. I hadn't seen any of the Godzillas until this last one. So Um, yeah. Anyways, on this trailer, yeah, it looks fun. I guess I don't know. I'm really not interested in Jurassic World at all. I'm just hoping it doesn't make $1 billion this time. I am kind of hoping it doesn't do
No,
well.
I mean they all have, so
Yeah, it
I don't see
probably
why it
will.
wouldn't.
Hopefully, this one's good and it actually deserves the money this time.
I
That's
think
all I
it'll
can
be a
say.
better movie. I really do. I really do. I mean, I have faith in the people that are in it and the people that are making it. So I haven't disliked a movie that guy's made yet. Um, so yeah, I'm down. Because I was out on Jurassic World as well until I heard who's in it and who's making it. So we'll see. All right, let's talk about things I'm completely and utterly not into, which is Smurfs. So we got a trailer for the Smurfs movie here.
How dare you?
I like how you say like you care about Smurfs or something, or anybody actually
I
cares
am
about
so
Smurfs.
excited for Smurfs. I used to watch them so much when I was a kid.
Did you?
No, I no,
Yeah, I didn't think so. And you picked this movie for your draft for some reason.
because I saw Rihanna was attached to it,
Oh,
and
it's definitely a vehicle for Rihanna, that's for sure.
yes, I mean, how
She made
else?
this movie as a vehicle for herself. She got her songs in it. She's the voice of Smurfette.
I'm hoping it's like a troll situation. You know, Timberlake's pretty much attached to it, making music for it. People like Trolls. Does it look as good as Trolls? No, I don't even think Trolls is that good. I don't think it matters to the kids, really. So, um, it releases in July. July's very packed. I'm glad I didn't pick any of those movies. At least mine's a kid, so
Except
it's
for that
kind
one.
of a little separate from it's what is it, Jurassic World into
I
um
think Jurassic World is June, but end of June.
okay,
So you
it's
got
like
Jurassic World,
yeah,
Superman,
Superman and then something else after that one.
that movie, and then
It's like a biggie, like that people
oh,
something
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
like back to back. I'm hoping they just eat each other and they bring all of it down.
I'm okay. I'm okay if Jurassic World kills it and then Superman kills it and eats Fantastic Four's lunch. I'm okay with that because
I
I don't have that.
I honestly I think Jurassic World will probably just eat both of the other ones. I think that's what's gonna happen, but we'll see.
I don't think Jurassic World is exactly the same audience as like a Superman, but
You're crazy. That's the same
um
audience.
let's see. I'll take a look and see if I remember correct. That is correct. Let's see. Go to July here. So okay, yeah. Things should have moved to June, man. Uh,
So
so
it
you
is all in
got
July.
so you got ballerinas in June. How to Train Your Dragon. There's nothing for like the last couple weeks in June. July 2nd. So for the July 4th weekend is Jurassic World. Um, the next week, literally the next week is Superman. And then the week after that is Smurfs. And then the week after that is Fantastic Four.
Whew. I think Smurfs is kind of safe just because it's the only kids movie. I'd be worried if it was next to another kids movie, which it's not. I don't think.
Well, a
So
couple weeks later is when The Bad Guys 2 comes out, August 1st.
yeah, I think that's enough spacing for them both to live, you know, and both make money. Um, the other ones are very close together, a week
I don't
apart
know
from each other. They're
why
fighting for
something wouldn't have
screens.
moved into June. That's weird.
Yeah, so have fun with that.
Well, How to Train Your Dragon, that's Universal, and then Jurassic World comes out like 2 weeks later, and that is Universal as well. That's kind of weird that they're actually like kind of
Yeah, but I
close
don't know.
together.
Yeah,
Nothing wanted to move to August, I guess.
yeah.
Uh,
That
or
seems to always be the case. No one wants to release in August. I mean, it is late. It's essentially most of the people are back in school and whatnot, so it makes sense for kids' movies. But I don't see why like a Superman could move to August and be healthy. I don't know. I guess kids probably want to see Superman too. So
Thunderbolts is May. Hmm, that's interesting. Okay, Mission Impossible's May. I mean, I think it's shaping up to be quite the summer. I think Smurfs looks like crap, um,
I
which is what we were
mean,
talking about.
yeah, I think most kids' movies look like crap. So um, I'm hoping it still rakes in money. But yes, I agree. It doesn't look like a great movie. Lots of, blue jokes, smurfing this and smurfing that. Um, yeah, very kiddie looking. I'd probably compare it looking to like Garfield type of thing. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I think to you're saying like I hope it's like a troll. Trolls was a better movie. That first one is a better movie. I could just tell by that
I
this
agree.
trailer.
This isn't the Smurfs' first outing. They've had other Smurf movies.
I don't know why they're trying to stop trying to make Smurfs happen. This is the fourth one. I don't even understand why they're making another one of these movies.
I don't know. Hopefully, Rihanna can dig this out of the dirt. That's pretty much what I'm seeing.
She
Just
made an
make
animated movie in the past and called Home, and it didn't do
yeah,
anything.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Whatever. As long as there's like one catchy song in this, I think it can take off. It just needs one catchy song. So I hope you wrote a good song, Rihanna.
I mean, it can be catchy, but it doesn't mean they're going to see the movie. You just listen to the song.
I mean, yeah, true. But
Yeah.
once
I
they
don't know.
hear the song, they're like, "Oh, I want to see the movie."
I wasn't interested before. This trailer makes me even less interested because this looks like crap.
Okay.
So, now for a kids movie that I actually am interested in, How to Train Your Dragon. We got our first full trailer for that. What'd you think?
I think it looks good. I mean, it's pretty much beat for beat. I'd say my only issue with it is I'm a little worried that the main guy might, he has an uphill battle because in animation, like the character is, I don't know, so I don't want to say perfect, but it's really hard to match an energy of something animated. And that's what all the live action Disney things have going against them. But I think the story in itself is strong enough that it'll still be a good movie, but I just still think it'll be hard to pull off the character.
I think the dragons and stuff, the CGI looks good. And I mean, flying around on a dragon, that's always going to be cool, right?
Mm.
And that's kind of what you get with Avatar, right? They're flying around on basically dragons. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
it doesn't look like Avatar, but yeah,
no,
it's,
I'm not saying that.
yeah, yeah.
I'm saying that stuff is always cool. But the
Mhm.
problem is the humans look weird and kind of goofy with their clear looks like they're in cosplay costumes.
Yeah,
Um, Gerard Butler with his big fake,
yeah. I mean,
beard
they made them
and
look like their counterparts in the
yeah. No, I
yeah,
know all the reasons.
yeah,
It's just it looks a little cosplay
yeah,
y to
yeah. It
me.
looks a little hokey because of it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it looks like when they're when they're not going to be there, I think is where it's going to really shine. But basically, when they're with the doing the dragons and the flying around and that stuff, and I think as long as this kid can pull off acting with a CGI dragon, which is not going to be there clearly, is what that's crucial, right? Um, and I think that first How to Train Your Dragon is so well done that I mean we'll see how it goes. Um, but I'm kind of 50-50 on this right now from the trailer. I'm glad we finally got a trailer. A lot of these, like, we were waiting the Super Bowl. To be honest, the Super Bowl trailers, there wasn't really anything. new that we got, because they released them before and then they had 30-second spots saying like, "Hey, watch the trailer." Basically, we didn't get anything new.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then How to Train Your Dragon, we got something after. So that was kind of a bummer. And like Lilo and Stitch, they had another 30-second, but didn't actually give us a trailer. I
Yeah.
still have not seen a trailer, and that movie comes out in 3 months, and no full trailer.
Yeah. I'm a little scared for that Lilo and Stitch. I'm a little glad I didn't get it at this point now because if there got to be a reason they're not showing it, it's either because
Yeah,
they're
it's
still
weird.
working on it or they're not very like hyped on it. I don't know that
I'll say,
trailer that they showed of him like running around the field or whatever. That looks
yeah.
so bad. That looked
I
really
thought he
bad.
looks fine,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
I just
obviously that was very low budget type of thing, but
my eyebrow is raised for
yeah,
Lilo and Stitch right now because I
yeah,
still have not gotten even not like a teaser trailer that's longer than 30 seconds, like not even a minute long, like showing anything, not even showing Hawaii or something, just nothing is weird to me.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, I didn't pick that movie either, so I'm okay if that flops a Rooney too,
Wonder if I'll
but it
get
won't.
it delayed.
Maybe, but I doubt it. They did a Super Bowl thing. They wouldn't have paid for that if it was not coming out.
True, true, true. Just feel
Um,
like they would have showed something.
yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It definitely has my eyebrow raised for
Yeah.
sure. Um, all right, let's talk about the Thunderbolts. Asterisk there. So we got another full trailer here for the Thunderbolts. This was one that they actually said, they actually went, here's the, you know, here's the little thing, go watch it online, and here's an actual full trailer. It wasn't just like, we released this before, and here's,
Yeah.
whatever.
They showed off
Um,
the villain. I feel like is really the only bit that was really new, I'd say.
Galactus. We got a short little look at John Malkovich as something. We don't know for
Yeah.
sure what he is. Um, but I mean, I thought this trailer was pretty good.
Yeah. I That's crazy, but this is probably out of the Marvel movies, this is the one I'm most, I guess, excited for. I don't know. I don't want to say excited, but
I still think this one looks like the best one that I've seen stuff for so far, for this year. And I have that, I didn't get Fantastic Four in the draft. I have this one, so um, I'm happy that it's looking good. Um, you know, they're definitely working on the ensemble group thing, which I like. I'm hoping it's like a Guardians, and it looks like they're working on trying to make it like that. Has the drama, has the comedy, and has the action. We got a little look at Sentry, not full look, or you don't see his,
yeah,
costume or anything. You just see
yeah,
like a cape flowing
yeah,
and silhouette type thing. But yeah, um, I mean, I'm interested. Uh, I'm going to definitely see it. Obviously, that's the kickoff of the summer slot, May, early May. So, I mean, I'm down. So,
yeah,
but I think I was down before. So,
yeah, yeah. I mean, I was like on the fence. I think I was kind of in the same boat as you, but yeah. Now that they've put like some actual like threats into the trailer, now I'm like, okay, let's see how this is gonna go.
yeah, this comes out in less than 3 months, and we've gotten several trailers, and that's coming from Disney. So,
Yeah,
yeah, a little worrisome for others, but
yeah,
that's okay.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I'm down. I'm ready for that. That comes out in a few months. So this is a brand new trailer. This last one we're gonna before we talk about the movie is G20, and this stars Viola Davis. I believe it was an Amazon movie.
Yeah, it was Amazon.
uh, where she's the president and she's going to the G20 summit where there's a bunch of world leaders come together. And it's in South Africa. There, you got Anthony Starr takes everybody hostage, and he's doing his South African accent there,
Yeah,
uh,
Homelander. He's gonna
his
bring some
native
milk.
accent there. Yep.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, he's a bad guy and basically kind of diehardy. But you got
very
Viola Davis.
diehardy. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I'm down for this. I thought it looks
Okay.
pretty good.
I thought it looked
Um,
very okay.
I mean, you thought, you had things on your top 10 were just because they were action movies. So, I mean,
True, but they weren't
this
led by
movie and the
Viola
movie,
Davis, so I don't know.
this movie and this movie we're going to talk about today better be in your top 10 of the year because, if it's action, it's worthwhile, I
I
guess.
think this year has a lot more things going in my favor than last year. If a
Yeah,
movie like
definitely.
this gets into my top 10 this year, it's going to be a bad year for some movies.
Yeah. Well, there is a lot of action movies this year.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, yeah,
We're reviewing one right now.
we're gonna review one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought this movie looked pretty good. I don't know. I don't know why you're kind of down on it. Just because it's Viola Davis, I guess.
Pretty
I don't know.
much. And
Oscar winner. There.
yeah, but she's not an action star, and they're making her an action star. And then yeah, they're just doing Die Hard, but they're giving her shoes. Like, can't give them shoes; they have to be barefoot. Um,
Yeah, I thought it looked pretty good. I mean it works for me with the Anthony Starr being the bad guy. He's um. I mean, I think it looks pretty
I
fun.
do like him as a villain, so maybe I don't know. I'm definitely still on the fence for sure. But you sound like you're ready to watch it, so
I mean, I am. It's coming out in April. It'll be on Amazon Prime. So I mean, it's not even a theatrical movie. It's not like we have to watch it in the theaters or anything. So
yeah, we'll see what's coming out in April. I could easily see this getting pushed out if April's busy.
yeah, we have a whole bunch of different options for that weekend that it comes out already, and this is just another one in the many options. I
Okay.
literally, me and Andrew have a document of things that were topics to talk about, and for that weekend that this movie comes out, I have many choices
Okay.
listed. So
So yeah.
this is just another one to add on to
Okay.
that in
So
those many
probably get
choices.
pushed out then.
Yeah. So, um, I mean, April. Honestly, this year, I have not had a big problem finding things to talk about. It's just January was a dump as always, but actually March has at least something coming out, and April definitely has stuff coming out. So
Yeah.
we should be good. It's just this beginning of the year has been rough. Is an
Yeah.
understatement. So yeah, I don't know. I'm down. We'll see how this movie is. That's G20. All right, that's all the news and trailers that I got for this week. Are you ready to get into our movie of the week here?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. So our review of the week is going to be Love Hurts. Um, so this is an action movie, 87 North. Production, David Leitch's production company did Nobody and Violent Night and stuff like that. Bullet Train. This is their newest, and they got other ones coming out this year, but this is the first one of this year. Um, Kei Hee Kwan is the lead in this movie, um, who was in Everything Everywhere All at Once, which he won the Oscar for, and he was in The Goonies and Indiana Jones when he was a kid. He was in Loki as well, right?
Yeah.
For
He
a
was in
little
Lucky.
part.
Yeah.
So he's getting some getting a run here because he won the Oscar. Two Oscar winners actually lead this movie. Him and Ariana DeBose, who's been on quite the streak um, lately with her movies. Not doing well.
Okay.
Uh,
I was like, I don't know who
this
this is. So.
she's got this and Craven.
Oh yeah, right. She was in Crazy.
So
I didn't
yeah,
even put that together. Yeah.
yep, yep. So, what'd you think of this movie?
Um, I will say it had some highlights for me that made me laugh, but the main two, they don't have any chemistry together whatsoever. I think he did pretty good. Unfortunately, he's not on the screen all that much, and then they really take a long time for him to make up his mind on what he wants to do, even though it's very obvious what we know he's going to do. And it really slows the pace of the movie between the set pieces, I feel like.
You know what's funny too? You're saying it slows down the pacing of the movie. This movie is like an hour and 20 minutes. This movie
Yeah.
is really short.
Yeah, but
Like
it feels long.
with the credits, it's like a long episode of a TV show. Like it's really short movie.
Yeah.
Um,
It's crazy
yeah.
how it feels long. Um, yeah. I think I would say you really needed to cut it down because it was just boring in those parts.
You can't cut it down. You can't
I
cut
know
this
you
movie
can't
down
cut it down. I don't.
because that wouldn't be a movie.
They should just add another set piece, I guess, instead, because the in between is just bad. Um,
I would think the real thing that really brings this. Okay, so action was good. He is good. Kehi Kwan is good. Sean Astin is good. Who's his boss? I like
mhm.
him, but he's a good actor, right? I think he had like the best scene in the movie. The henchmen guys I thought were good, actually. With what's his name, the football player. I thought they were actually pretty funny and good.
They were
Um,
fine. I don't. Yeah,
Everything else was bad.
the
There's
villain.
the secondary plot horrible. The villain not good, and that's that guy from that one show that you liked, of course. But I thought he sucked in that. He's like it's like a kung fu show.
Oh, you're talking about the villain, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I thought he
He
did
sucked.
fine, but yeah,
This the
he didn't. He
secondary
didn't really have
plot.
much to work with. He was literally talking about boba tea. Okay, he didn't get much to work with. Give him a
The
break.
writing was not very good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um. Yeah. There was. It was. I would say exactly 50-50 bad and good. Like. Um.
I think that's being generous, but yeah,
I think this movie was average. I'm at a 5
yeah.
for the movie. I thought, and the movie's really short, which is funny. And it's like weird that the movie's so short. And
Man,
I
it
don't know.
dragged. Yeah,
You would think that it would just move right on through, but it's
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Um, uh, Property Brother was in it.
That was the
What
best scene of the whole movie.
I
I'm not
thought that
gonna
was
lie.
funny.
It was
Um,
hilarious. Best scene of the movie. Him karate chopping stuff and being all gung ho was hilarious to me. I found it to be super funny.
I thought it was funny. It's a good little cameo to have. I Yeah, like I said, I thought Marshawn Lynch is the football player. I thought
Mm,
he did a fine job, and he even says beast mode, which is like his little thing that he did
uh,
in football
I
when he tackles him.
okay. Yeah, I
Um,
didn't know that
yeah,
was a thing. He also does a
yeah.
F5 uh,
He
in the
basically
action.
does what they instead of having a wrestler, which they usually do, they usually have some wrestler. They had just a football player instead,
Yeah,
and just had him do this football player thing instead of the tackle someone instead of doing like the wrestling move or whatever.
yeah, yeah,
Um, like that could have very easily been a wrestler in that spot instead.
yeah.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah.
but I thought they were fine. It's just the villains, like the the main villain and the little secondary villain were lame. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, Ariana DeBose was not great. I mean, I don't think her acting was that bad. It was just the her character sucked, and the words she was saying sucked. I think it was just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just she was not. Yeah, she shouldn't have done this movie.
I don't know. They also try to make her like this super bad woman, and
Yeah,
she just really doesn't do anything to prove that she's
yeah,
that girl. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's
But
weird. Yeah, it shouldn't have been her. I don't know. She needs to her agent. She needs to fire her agent because they're picking the wrong things for her. Um,
I mean, I haven't. Has she been in something good?
I mean, she won an Oscar in West Side Story,
Oh, okay.
so
Um, then yeah, I guess fire your agent because they are not doing you any favors. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. I mean, since that Oscar win, she has not been in anything of note at all,
Yeah. Oh well.
even a little bit. So, I mean, you're all that Oscar goodwill is completely and utterly in the tubes, down the tubes right now. So,
I
um,
mean, Oscar for musical. I don't think gonna get you very far, anyways.
I
Get
mean,
you
she's
other. It can get you in other
incredibly
musical
talented.
stuff, but
She's
I don't
she
know
is the
about
best
acting.
part of that West Side Story. Great
Okay.
acting, great singing, great dancer. I don't know how you can be that talented and be in just crap.
Hmm.
I mean, Craven is bad
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
um, yeah. Okay, so Keiki Kwan, I thought did a good job. I think he pulls that off as best as he can with the mediocre stuff he's given. Um, I believed his character and stuff.
Hmm.
Um, I liked his little mustache. Um,
Sure. Yeah.
uh, yeah. So Sean Astin plays his boss. They were both in the Goonies together, so that's a little reunion for them.
True.
Um,
True.
uh, and I'm sure that's why they work so well together, and Sean Astin's a good actor.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um, so yeah, I liked that. Um, yeah, the side plot with the Raven was super lame. Um, and
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't long because none of this movie is long because it's a short movie, but it was just lame.
Yeah. I liked her character, but the little romance thing that happens, yeah, that was bad. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. That was so silly. Yep. Continue.
So yeah. So yeah, basically the things I thought were good, and the things I thought were bad. I don't have that much more to say about this movie. It's a 5. It's an average movie. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
I will be honest. I wanted to give this movie a 6 because I did enjoy it. Um,
Uh-huh.
but it's not. It's just not, unfortunately. I
Yeah.
think you're right. I think it's a 5.
This was a streaming movie. I would say if it so we say see it, stream it, or skip it. I would say you could watch this. It's an easy, quick watch, and I would say watch it when it comes on streaming, which it inevitably will.
Oh
I
yeah,
think this is
it'll probably be streaming in like
Universal.
2 months. So yeah,
Is this Universal movie?
I don't know.
I think it was Universal, so it would be on Peacock. Um, so you check it out when it comes on there in about a month, because I don't think this movie's going to be out that long in the theater. I'm glad that no one picked this for their draft. I'm certainly glad I didn't pick it. So
It's a good point. Yeah, I guess it was on the board. Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
we didn't pick it, and like Nobody Two is also on the board. Nobody picked that either. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that movie is better than this. Makes me a little worried, but also that's made by completely different people. You know,
Yeah.
I know these movies will have good stunts and good fighting and stuff in them. They always do, because that's who's making them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Uh,
No reason to talk spoilers on this one, right?
I mean, we kind of
Kinda
did,
did. Yeah.
but oh, there's there's one little spoiler we could probably talk about real quick.
All right, spoiler alert. What is
Little tiny spoiler. Those are definitely John Wick people that show up.
huh?
There's people that
At the end.
yeah,
Oh,
because they even do the little John Wick like subtitle thing.
subtext thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's definitely
didn't.
John Wick people.
I did not put that
The Russian,
together. Yeah.
and yeah, it's 110% John Wick people because it even does the John Wick subtitles. So
You're thinking he'll be in Ballerina or something? That would be pretty funny.
he is in Ballerina. Oh no, you're saying no.
That
No,
would be pretty funny
no.
if he showed up.
No. I mean, they could.
Yeah. Well, apparently the universes are connected. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they are clearly. But yeah. So that was the only like spoiler thing. I mean, nobody really died or anything. I mean, people did, but it wasn't like important or anything.
Yeah.
So
pretty much.
I mean, did anybody die really? Other than a property brother? I don't think so.
No, the Samwise died.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. With
Samwise.
a very sharp straw.
Yeah, Boba Tea straw.
Yeah. Does Boba Tea have a point tip or something? Okay. I've never had Boba Tea.
The straw has the jagged edge at the end because it has like this film on the top, like the lid on the top. So you don't like open the lid; you jam the straw through.
Oh, okay.
That's how you drink Boba Tea.
That's why it's so deadly. Gotcha.
Yeah, it has a sharp edge on it. So I mean, it would definitely hurt if you got stabbed by one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could stab someone in the eye with a regular straw too, but I didn't realize it could be used as a shanking weapon so frequently.
And it's like a big, like a thick, because you have to get the boba through, right? The boba's like little balls,
yeah,
so it's like
bigger and
it's a big and sharp. Yeah. So
I learned something new today. Yeah,
I've had boba like one time. I don't see the appeal, to be honest.
Okay.
But I'm also not like a tea guy, so you know.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought the movie was fine. I mean, am I gonna remember this at the end of the year? Probably not. Is it gonna be in my top 10 for the end of the year? Definitely not. Will we give it any awards? Nope.
No.
So it is what it is.
Love hurts, man.
Love hurts. Hopefully, Ke Kwan can get some other movies.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
You know,
you mean him leading it? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good actor. I like him in pretty much everything. Him has not been the bad part in any movie or TV show that I've seen him in. So,
yeah. But I would say the only thing is he's falling into a shtick that he's doing. So he'll be pretty typecast.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he wants, or he doesn't care. I don't know.
Maybe.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up our episode for this week. We'll see you guys next time. Until then,
this has been the Daniel and Andrew Show.